Right. Let's not waste time. We've got some side content to finish up, alright? So the goals for today are to hopefully finish off the Jaws of Hakkon DLC, and then also the companion stuff, right? And then we just do the final story stuff in the next one, and then Trespasser. And maybe Trespasser, like this, will take us a couple days. I assume it's decently long, right? But yeah, so hopefully we can finish this off. I feel like we were sort of at the halfway point, right? Tracking down their... God, how to phrase it. Them trying to stick their god into the body of something else, which generally, you know, with tradition in that sense, it's reincarnation and just going to be a dragon that already exists. But hey, there's magic in this world, so who am I? They were trying to stick it in a bear, or trying to sacrifice a bear. Meant to be a dragon, so I know there's a dragon fight in this, and that's probably the connection to make. The dragon fight is their god. But yeah, we will hopefully finish off the area, and then we still have Blackwall's quest. I think we have Varric's quest as well. Other than those two, I'm trying to think if there's... We've done Sarah's, we've done Vivian's, we've done Cullen's. There's Liliana's actually as well. So I think that's 3. Solace is done, Dorian's done, Blackwall's done, Cassandra's done. Yeah, I think it's those 3. Though, unfortunately, still awful loading times. I had another thought that it was to do with the amount of saves I had, so I did end up going through and deleting all 250. But no, I don't know. There's just memory leaks as the game goes on. So oh well. Right, we have no quest there. What was it? All right, yeah. We encountered his disciple out in the woods. We have to go chat with him. Now, I assume this is the way to get the last little bit of approval for Stonehold? I want to say Stonehold, but I also feel like Bear was in there somewhere. Bear Stonehold? Stonehold with the bear? Either way, this little Avar camp, the nice Avars, opposed to the ones that, you know, constantly attacking us and we're constantly having to defend off. We talk to the Augur.
Be welcome.
And meet his
I
exile.
met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an Augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination?
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Interesting.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid
They're all
built a
little
mountain on the
Anders.
shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods.
So if
The
cultures
spirit
came together,
remains with her,
a lot of the
she's
mage
taken
problems
to
would be
exile.
fixed, is what we're seeing,
should be
right? So the Seekers know how to bind spirits and free the Tranquil. They know how to bind spirits and then free abominations or possessed. Well, I wouldn't even call it possessed, right? Obviously the themes of Inquisition are showcasing that, you know, it's not so black and white as set up in the first 2 games. But yeah, very curious. Hopefully they delve into it a bit deeper. Obviously we're getting a whole bunch of different lawful, meaningful, you know, covenants? Is that what the term we'll use? Right? In the starting backgrounds. Very, very curious. Well, everyone's dialogue sort of changed as well. I'm going to try and avoid teleporting. Teleporting seems to be awfully slower. What we should be using is our mounts, which hopefully is not assisting in the next game, because, well, this is the one game where I'll say the mount system is even worse than Elden Ring. And I definitely dislike how Torrent was utilized in Elden Ring. What are we looking for? A lot of stuff, apparently. Spiritual site is where? Down below.
This is the place the Augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. Looks like the tools for her ritual are still here.
Black tree.
Vial of lyrium.
Oh, vial of
If you
lyrium.
don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Then why is the vial still full?
Didn't do it. We know she didn't do.
Scorch marks. Left by magic? I think it's excess energy from stopping a spell mid-cast.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual.
I feel like the comp might be better with Solus and Dorian rather than Bull. It looks like we will actually have to fast travel because this is all the way on the other side of the map. So, one loading screen, unfortunately. Try and minimize. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff we've done has somewhat definitely better than it was a couple days ago. But obviously we still get some really bad loading screens. I mean, this one as well might be bad. Let's see. Yeah. And this one should be nice and simple since it's just same area, top to bottom. I assume it should be as long as just quick traveling. But, no. It is significantly worse. Come on. Any day now. Making me regret not just jumping down. Should just jump down. Ah, there we go. This heals us and everything. As opposed to jumping down, taking a whole chunk of HP. You know what I didn't do? I didn't change party though. I have to go all the way up. Teleporting there was somewhat quick, so hopefully it still is. And change the party, and then I'm just going to jump, because the elevator was god-awful. Although, still not that great. I suppose I can try tweaking some of the settings again. There we go. Options. Graphics, I suppose. And restart anyway. Could be able to do it on Ultra, but nope. Anyway, where's the little I change? I kind of dislike how much these camps are spread out. And how sort of annoying it is to locate everything. Alright, we'll go Dorian, Cassandra, and Solus. I think it's a little bit better for this area. I'm curious why some inscription came up. We have follow the river trails, we have to deal with Sigrid. And more importantly, we have take the shortcut down. Find, you know, somewhat better points. There's less damage than before. And it's probably the right elevation too for Sigrid. Though, Solus's views are probably more in line with my own. But we'll see if we upset Cassandra and Dorian. Yep, it's still up. I wonder if there's anything for actually getting the extra shards.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay. What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
What I saw doesn't make sense. Like you never did the ritual at all.
So even a stranger senses my shame. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit?
Phyllis would
It
understand.
has taught me with patience
So
and
apparently he's not
kindness since I
interjecting.
was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down.
A great comfort. But you are no longer a child.
Some mages need the help of a god all their lives.
Very well. Perhaps, however, ask yourself if it is help you need, or companionship.
I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
What does
So
Spirit
how
want?
does your teacher feel about this? Does it... Well, he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual.
Does it look like I have to
It is
like
not
pee?
right to stay
Like
in
from this
pity.
angle, right?
I will
And my
confess to him.
legs are back together.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
I feel like Solace would like that less.
She is an abomination.
Again,
It
if they
must
look
be
like
punishment
this,
from the
I think we're
gods
cool.
to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find
All
your
the
camps
abominations we
and
come
join you.
across are, you know, grotesque monsters. Either way, there we go. We recruited one. Wait, the approval. I'm sure there's some other way to get the approval. But, like, no one in the hold sent us to get her, so I think we're free to choose. Alright. Destroy the camps. And also follow the trail. The trail's going to continue anyway, so we should probably just go after the camps first. And there's also stuff in the middle section we haven't quite utilized. Right, we'll be able to heal up.
Make a
That was
thank
a-
you.
That was only a little bit of healing. I think we also won't make new gear. Actually, we'll probably make new gear right before Trespasser. Ooh. Perfect, our soldiers are attacking. It makes it a little bit better. No, those are spiders. And a bunch of dodges. Fantastic. Good. Cassandra already being down is... Yeah, they do insane damage. It must be because they do straight elemental damage.
These Hakkonites seem little more than thugs.
Even in the middle of nowhere, we find fanatics. Lucky us.
Well, still one camp down. But it must be because they do, I think, straight frost damage. Which actually means the dragon will probably be a bit of a problem. We might need specific gear. We're sort of clearing up the area. So far, nothing of interest. Up or down? I assume down. Yeah, behind this little ridge. Arches somewhere? Nope, I guess not. A bit easier. A bunch. There is a mage though. Yeah. They're just wrecking Cassandra too. Take the extra poison damage though. Spiders are definitely annoying. And poisoned. Right, the 2 down. Don't need to loot the Bogfisher. Don't really need to loot them either.
Solus, I take it you study spirits.
I do.
Back in my homeland, we keep spirits as servants.
So I have been told.
The things they can be made to do are quite marvelous. You should see them.
The Tevinter Imperium is not the safest place for an elf.
Ah, yes. Point
Attacking
taken.
us? I can't tell. That one probably is. And then we hammered another thing. There's the camp. Deal with the camp. Especially while we're at high HP. The mage though. I don't like the things that are being deflected though. There we go. Alright, one down. Wow, so far that was easy. Yeah.
We've done what we can here. Inquisition presence should help keep the area safe.
Question is, do we want to continue onwards? But I still want to go see the researcher. It looks like there's a staircase here we can take.
Safer than it was at...
Otherwise, return there. There's another quick travel point. There's also Rift that we haven't done yet, interestingly. Could be the last rift in the area, it looks like. It sort of gets us the elevation we're after. And of course we're taking way too much damage. Why the barriers are meant to come in handy. Not quite doing their job. Let's see, 2 over here. And they're probably too far away. These 2 though aren't. We'll try. Oh, I think we got them. Right, 2 enemies. Easy. It smells so good. Almost another Inquisition level. Yeah. Wanna like the rares, the uniques. Can I get up this slope? Looks like I actually could. We'll try. Try not to aggro them too. If we can get to the ruins. Let's slip. Come on, so close. Let me up. Maybe around. Well, like, you're not meant to? No. Yeah, ish. Alright. It seems like we can take this to the ruins. Is something? Might finally explain what the levers around the area are for. It's that building? And I'm not quite seeing a way across. Oh, another lever. And let's see, not working.
We need to try something
Yep.
else.
That's like the 6th one we've found. And yeah. No idea how to get up there. Goes down again? Or is this... Or it could be these ruins, actually. Little icon's grayed out. Usually means it's the wrong elevation. Here's another lever again. Has speeds in order.
We need to try something else.
Yeah, no. And... I guess we continue around. It definitely looks like this does not lead to where we want. This is a secret cave or something to go back up. No idea how to get to the ruins. Mark them on our map, but that does us no good. Guess the only way is from this camp. We try, I suppose. It really does not like camps in this area. You got a weird glitch when we establish them, and now just the travel times. Alright. That's where we're trying to get. There's the path, though. This side? Yeah. Alright, well this looks like it will be the right elevation. Continue straight. Both go up, so just continue straight. Surprised there's not anything to fight. Here's a region and a marker.
The ancient Imperium did like to leave a mark. I wonder how long they stayed.
This must be where Kenrick's assistant came to study.
One more landmark in the area. To she who winds the Seer of Wisdom. The Citadel, dragons of mystery bestow upon the faithful servants. Your ineffable truth grant us the eyes. It's, I don't know if it's a riddle. Doesn't seem riddle-esque. Can madness can fill the silence. Well, I assume something's gonna happen. Researcher appears to be down here. There we go.
Inquisitor, you may want to see this.
Book. Hunt of the Fell Wolf.
Inquisitor, I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... two stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Emeridan's time. The
Meridan
references and
killed a
scripts
bunch.
suggest Avar.
What's
There's
your
plenty of
theory?
time.
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor
Ah,
Kenrick evaluate
maybe
the
a
site herself.
operation.
But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina,
So if I have to come back here,
Inquisitor Emeriden's companions.
we get a...
Inquisitor.
No? Is this just lore? Can I trek up here for nothing? Alright, well, we have to figure out how to open this door. That's one thing. I guess this loops around, maybe? Seems like there's a whole bunch of snowy stuff to deal with. I'll travel back here and turn in this quest. Bear with the loading times. Does make me super curious what caused it. Because we had absolutely no problems for quite a while. And I haven't changed any of the mods or anything. In fact, I removed mods? I suppose that could do it. I don't think I removed anything that wasn't removable. And none of them could have impacted loading.
Inquisitor,
The Hakkonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
Cool.
Sir?
Now back to the trail. Looks like we can go through the ridge. We don't have to follow the whole river. Or fast travel. Mainly the no fast travel part. If anyone else would have some input in this area. I feel like Dorian's actually kind of better because of the whole Tevinter side of things. And Solus just being Solus. Trying to avoid all the spiders, but there sure are a lot of them. So, apparently we managed. Whoop. Going to one side. Follow the spire path to the ancient ruin. Cool, which is that side. And we deal with you. Great, there's two. Funny if this leads to the same ruins. Overgrown courtyard. Is this new? Did I never come this way? I guess I never came this way.
this must be the area the spirit referred to.
Not that you were there. And of course, there's another lever. Will this be the one that actually works first? Here's the last landmark too. So yeah, we are definitely closing up on the area.
It's
Is
no
another
good.
area? Oh, another one that doesn't work. Ugh. Landmarks. Will they aggro? I can save. Perfect.
It seems the jaws of Hakkon would rather we weren't here.
Don't say. Almost done with the regions too. And of course, way more being aggroed. Yeah, this area is super intense. Be much better with Cassandra and Blackwall, I think. You've done anyone. You definitely don't want to group up. There's the one over here to deal with too. And a big boy. I feel like the mark target was the wrong one. Either way, there's enough damage. Alright, but even more fighting inside. And straight to it. But it's not really being in the healthiest condition. Fine ones I can pick off. Hopefully not to shield people. Don't forget to stealth. Alright, Solus is done. Brian's dying. At least they can just try and perpetually res one another. We catch our breath now? Ah, we can claim the area. Cool. Yeah, they definitely dialed up the number of enemies you fight at once. From the norm and everywhere else. Oh, I guess we wait by the bench. Ooh. Nothing we can do.
This is brilliant. This must be what the spirit meant. Excellent find. From what I can see, this is an ancillary station. Likely a scouting post for the larger structure to the east.
There they
What
open the
can
door,
it
though.
tell us about where Inquisitor Ameridan went?
I got Professor Kenrick here safely. The rest is up to you.
Lady Harding was quite nimble in the wilderness.
I'll be watching to make sure the Hakkonites don't come back.
More spires, no levers, though. There's a cave underneath it. Well, I guess we do the normal thing and just go through the doors that are now open. Ah, is this the initial lever? Of course.
This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's
Maybe not.
time. I understand they use such tiles as locks.
As they just walk
Interesting,
on them,
though
yeah.
not likely related to Ameridan.
Interesting. Right. Well, we're gonna use some brain power. Ah. Okay, even more than what I was thinking. It's not just light them all or don't light them all. It is light just the center one, and light everything but the center one. It definitely calls for a reset. You two walking around better not trigger it. Do that. You want to get the middle one off. I'll do the corners. This is going to annoy me. Yeah, oops. Cool. That's all of them. Which is obviously not what we're meant to do. So close. You just need some way to light this. That's one side. Do that. 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 And that. Ah, I don't have the brain power to compute this. Not to mention, I think the walking side of this is really annoying. And how you're meant to trigger them. So close. Need to light the last one up. And then also figure out how to invert it. Annoyingly. Alright, that's...
Brilliant!
Ugh.
Look at that!
One side done, and then we have to do the opposite. We get a dagger we will never use. Okay. Now we have to light just the center one. Somehow. That lights all them up. That lights that side off. Then we have to move it down to this direction. Like that. Then this sticks those two on, which doesn't work. Do that and that to move it. And the same thing here. I have no idea why that one was so much easier.
Look at that!
And this gets us some stuff. Stuff we probably will never use. And we don't need codexes because we are max level. But just in case we missed one in here. I think action games like this that want to do puzzles, they should just invest the time into making it, you know, a proper UI. Spirit portal. Interesting. Here's the first one.
We need to try something else.
Or not. There's also the giant ring that's over there. Can we just attack the portal? Can't just attack the portal. There's Veil Fire. I guess it does something. And another lever. Interesting.
It's no good.
I guess we investigate. Maybe this will just destroy the barrier. That's the hope, at least. Well, it seems like we're meant to destroy it. Ah, it is perfect. Spire. Maybe this will give us a hint.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven. one of their gods. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. G something. The one with the deer.
I was going to say Solus is with us.
Gillanan.
Yes! Brilliant, thank
Actually, I suppose
that
us
would have bothered
interjecting
me
might
all
have
day.
made Solus happier.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Ameridan and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes. That's good.
That's why the
Chantry
Chantry does it.
expunged references to elves before the Exalted March on the Dales. They erased the Canticle of Shartan. They must have done the same to Talana.
It's kind of
The
offensive.
Chantry should not rewrite history to cover up inconvenient truths.
Agreed. The chant of light should spread the truth, not suppress it.
Regardless, the important thing is what this tells us. It's not a burial site. That much is obvious.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes. A night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing?
Yeah, like the snowy peaks at the top of the
Where
map.
did you go?
Okay. Any secrets? Yes, there we go. Perfect.
Professor, look at this. Shartan 10-7. Transfigurations 10-1.
No idea what it does though.
The gates of Minrathous. Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes. Of course. The
We're meant to pull
ritual
this
site.
one or pull the other
Sealed
one?
the dragon
Must be
away.
pull the other one.
Ameritan's elven mage must have used a
And it
spell
acts
at a
as a
site of great
conductor.
power.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice. It
Not
has
for
to be
long.
magic.
Let's look around. Ameridan found a way through that ice, so that way should be nearby.
Let's touch the 2 pillars and do what?
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world.
Brilliant. When the Imperium abandoned this fortress, they left the wall of ice to lock the door behind them?
And every lock has a key.
Like these trail markers. Ameridan must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where Ameridan sealed away the dragon.
I'll follow the markers and see what we can find.
One big ass key. It's gonna be annoying. We're gonna have to go back and find them all. Yep, they go from one to the next. Wow. Not so bad if they point the way. It is a decent chunk of traveling. All the way just to get to the ice fortress. And I doubt there's, you know, like, wrong choices. Because they seem one-directional, and you can't rotate them or anything. So I guess it is literally, we've seen, I think, 6 so far, that we're going to have to click on as we make our way back. At least they're not too far apart.
Are we certain these trail markers will burn through this wall of ice around the fortress?
Given that the trail markers retain enough energy to illuminate one another, I see no reason to worry.
Curious what the cave is below, though. Probably more spiders.
Everyone remember not to look down.
Are you saying that because you already did?
Let's not start a whole game of who looked down and suddenly felt the weight of their own mortality, shall we? Some of us have to concentrate on it.
I suppose this would be less impactful if we didn't already know where the ice wall was. But it definitely feels like this huge ass unnecessary amount of just travel. Cool. Are we gonna encounter fights? Sort of, but they're just an encampment. Not actually a unique fight because we're lighting these markers. So the next one's actually kind of far away now.
Are we waiting now? I'm so glad we came along.
Cool. Okay. You're gonna take full damage, aren't you? Nope. I think this was the annoying one, wasn't it? On a cliff. How to get to said cliff? Actually, it looks like there's a path. This is not the annoying one. Will be if we encounter any enemies. We get knocked off this horse. A good 4 of them to go, probably. Alright, the next one is up an annoying slope. So how far away from the camp? We have to run up this ledge. I'm assuming if we teleport, they don't like deactivate or anything like that, and you have to start again. Otherwise, that would be super tedious. Have to rerun across the entirety of the map. But at least this one puts us at the ledge, those little ruins. Which means we also could have come to them later on, when we actually had this quest. In fact, cleaning up a lot of the area we could have done as we were doing this quest. I suppose it would have been worth just following the main story. I want to change party members. I kind of do. Wallace definitely doesn't have as much input as what I was thinking he would. But once again, I have no idea where it is. We have potions and requisitions. But I can't see the change party, so screw it. I'm not gonna care. Let's go up the other ledge this time. Goes higher. It leads to something else. Or just overlooks the area. Yeah, we'll go with it. Just overlooks the area. God, where was the lever? It was around, I think. Not actually in the ruin. Tell me I'm not going on a goose chase. Yes. We got to it, we saw the ruin, and then we didn't know how to get up to the ruin. There it is. Cool. Now this is them protecting it. Yeah, okay. Frost damage is no good. Coupled with the party that does know how to get down. Alright. Try that again. Barrier is useful to start. But stealth would be better. You guys go in. I'll circle around. Yeah, their frost damage is definitely bad. But obviously it's good for them. Done, done, done. You can pull the lever now. Alright, where does this connect to? Oh, not too far away. Including the wildlife that we hit, but they're still attacking. Bit tanky. Now that sort of explains these weird trails from one to the other. They're the paths you're meant to take.
The path has been destroyed. We will need to find another way.
Will we? What was this one? Ah, the ruins up there. He is correct. We will have to find another way. How do we do it? I think it was through there. Do we have any other quests in the area? No. Alright, so it's fast travel here and then walk through. Ooh. I don't think there's anywhere in this area to change party members either. I like Ball for the Dragon encounter. One, I just feel like he'd have something to say, right? But I suppose in terms of survival, keeping Solace is probably good enough too. I don't remember if there was one in Redcliffe. I don't think there's one in Redcliffe. Oh, we've already done this. That's interesting. Why are these quests not showing up? Definitely feels like we're at the end of the main quest. That's the exit. I want to talk to the leader girl. Wherever she is. I guess this side of the rock cliff. I don't know what I get from pressing the hold.
Have you found a way through that wall of ice around the Hakkonites' old fortress?
Getting there. But I'm guessing nope. There's no hint or marker, right? Take some time and effort for Stonebear Hold to view the Inquisition trusted friend. We're maxed out. That's fine. Let's do the trail. Nope.
It's colder than it should.
Where are you? Alright. Decent amount of travel. And then we definitely want to go this way. So there'll probably be Hakkonites for us to deal with. Which I'd like to get up our spec bar. Ultimate bar? Focus bar. There we go, that's what it's called in this game. Focus bar. For whatever the boss fight will eventually be. I think I want to go around. Go down. Yeah, because we have to go to that fortress. I don't remember this area being so overcast either. Wonder if that's thematic because we're breaking through the barrier. Feels like there should be some guarding this area, but it's not. The first one to pull was down, I believe. Right on the edge. Yeah. There we are. I assume that goes up, because I remember there being one up-ish. Because we have to get in front of the gate, too. Yeah, there we go. Definitely feels like there should be some sort of ambush or something. Otherwise, it's just a giant walk-around quest. No one? Nope. I suppose in some sense it also makes sense that the Hakkonites don't know about this. They want us to free the ice wall, so that they themselves can get to the body.
We are almost to the fortress.
Right, well, this one definitely hits the ice wall. Oh, there we go. There are some people. Suppose we deal with them before destroying it. Oh, and an elite. Blank. Yeah, I can't do anything point blank. They shredded Cassandra though, which is not that great. It's multiple, that's why. Right, one down. Fortunately, now it's me and Dorian. Alright, everyone's back up. Meant to be dealing with you. And there I go. Alright, well, this is not looking good. That was not barrier. Here on you. We sort of need to deal with you. You can just deal with the spellcaster, we'll be fine. I should be able to run around and go everyone. We didn't actually get them all. We get Solus up. Bit more fear. I will say, for the most part, they didn't make it very well in this game. There's Cassandra, that's no good. Hopefully the panic lasts long enough. I think we're fine now. But yeah, fights in this DLC definitely a joke, even without the trails on. Although maybe it's, you know, partly because we're max level.
Inquisitor! You will see the power of Hakkon when we destroy the lowlands!
This fortress is too well fortified for a direct assault. We must find some other way inside. Perhaps the Avar at Stone Bear Hold will have a suggestion.
Why? I want to go in this door. But there's no marker, so it won't let us. Alright, now we have to talk to her. Although that said, they did just... small group of them wrecked our world, so... should probably heed the advice and look for the alternative way in. Once again, this DLC surprised me. It would have been an hour and we have not really explored too much of it. Did a few side things, and extended the main quest. Suppose the fights do take a little bit of time.
When you are ready, you have
Definitely
our
not equivalent
blades,
to the descent.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, beginning
I'm ready
assault.
to attack the jaws of Hakkon.
I assume this is what the oppress was
They
for.
will pay the blood price for what they have done.
Maybe I wasn't meant to transition the area.
Your Skald and your
I should
Scout
probably
are
read
here.
what it said.
We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Scald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Emeridon suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakkon, that is where the Jaws of Hakkon must perform the rite to free him.
Good. We know where to strike.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakkon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hakkonites who want to restore the wall.
If anyone has suggestions, now is the time.
What gives you fear, Inquisitor? Is this not the battle you wanted?
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls...
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hakkonites stop them?
This is not a war,
them in
Stone
competition.
Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
If Stonebear Hold can open the gates, we'd be grateful.
The jaws of Hakkon have been bugs in my bedroll for months, Inquisitor. We owe you thanks.
Inquisition forces
You're
will
giving us a
feign
reason to
weakness near the
attack.
shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
Not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
Alright, but the plan is set in motion. And it's now loading. Motion. Come on, gang, you're killing me with the loading times. Just played it on PlayStation. Mods be damned. I just enjoyed the story. I'm half tempted to just get Veilguard. Not worry about.
Right, Inquisitor. Husk
Anything.
and I will climb over.
I'll be there to catch Parv when he slips.
Of course you will. You'll be behind me after all.
Alright.
Where the guard?
I've got him. There! It's the Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold! For Hakkon's claw!
When you're already weak.
Hooray!
Alright, apparently I am too. And of course it takes up. Should have been able to finish him quickly. Oh, luckily we can help. Yeah, this would have been a nightmare with the trails on. The ones up here were elites. Unless we're able to climb as well. I could see that being the case. But no, it looks like the gate's open. We don't actually get to climb at all. How do we get up to them to actually assault? I would like to help out. Oh, there's a walkway up there, looks like. One down, and there's a spell. No, that's soulless. They're dark.
The Avar were true to their word.
Good. There's no reason to doubt them. And fighting on the ridge. We can't intervene in.
No sign of the dragon. It must be in there.
Well, now we get ambushed. Twist. The AoE that we have from the mages comes in handy. Although if we had friendly fire on, we'd be screwed again. angle. Probably run through. I mean, it looks like it wants us to go down. There's options to go up too. Eh. Doesn't feel like an explorable place. It feels like just do the quest. Assuming there's gonna be more fights.
Watch the wards. We can't afford to be slowed down.
Because we're meant to walk around them? I mean, it seems like we can just pop them. They are a bit tanky though.
The ward is destroyed.
Lots of them though. I'd assume the one guarding the doorway is the one we want to deal with. When they explode, they do frost damage and they freeze. Good to know. But yes, we can avoid them. So we get attacked by other people. Yeah, okay. I should have destroyed the window shades. Hopefully we can heal up enough, although this guy's definitely coming for us. Freezing is super annoying. I think that's everyone. So I'm meant to destroy the shades. Shards. Actually, it looks like we can build focus by doing that. Kind of good. The other ones? Oh, one little nodule. Take it. And Cassandra got some guard. That's also useful. Can't leave during combat. There we go. Alright. So I assume this is going to be the final area. Maybe. Might not actually be. It might be do the Avar stuff and then the dragon is the final bit. But it feels like they're connected. Oh, there's definitely something going on with the cutscene. Once it loads, the controller's vibrating. Big thumping. Any day now. Oof. Suppose I can also...
The cold is magical. It will kill us if we do not hurry.
Alright. Stand in the fire. There's stuff I want to explore. Well, it pays to be a bowman. Being able to shoot all the winter shards. How do we light the braziers? That's the question. Can we just do it ourselves? We can. Perfect. Cold resist tonic. Interesting.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
Or, well, yeah, it's actually closest. Why are you... Run away. Ah, potion station. Well, I definitely do want that. I don't think I've used them as anyone else. Oh, solaces. Oh. technically. Dorian's fine. I think that everyone else is fine. Everyone else I don't really use. There's Veilfire as well. I doubt that provides warmth or anything. I'm glad we went this way instead. Okay, now this is cool design, with an interesting little mechanic. Make it to the fire before you die. Obviously some big boss. And a little snowman.
Sounds like they've already started the ritual. Best hurry then.
Well, we're trying. Rather not die. Plus, I also want to loot everything. Balefire must be for something. Could also just jump down. We'll go the proper way. That way we can see what else. And yeah, I'm not seeing any glowing runes anywhere. That it? No, that's a rock. It'd be funny if it is actually timed, and letting him recite is gonna ruin us. There's the rune we're looking for.
The Hakkonite leader is calling the spirit of Hakkon into his own body.
Is he insane?
Yes. We're only just realizing this. Usually if people attack you on sight, there is something wrong. Even among, you know, civilized people like this. What is going to get me? Thank God. Why does it feel like it ticks down quicker? And I've also lost the torch. I think there'll be another rune somewhere. No. Definitely the, like, next area.
Savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated.
Alright, I actually might be right. The dragon is afterwards, and somewhere else. Does seem like we're getting into boss territory. Here's the next torch. There is some fights.
The might of Mountain Father. Cross the creed of Korth the Klloo. Leave the lady lost.
I want to destroy that most of all. Glad the frost mechanic only works on us. That would be super annoying. Keep everyone by a razor. Kind of tempted to use the special ability. I mean, we can dodge well enough, except from archers. Of course, they aggro along with a mage somewhere. Yeah, this is gonna be problematic. Yeah, I can make it to the other one. We are stealth, so I can pull slowly. The managing position is going to be the difficulty. And also the fact that we now have no HP. It's always fun too. Needs to be a lightable one here somewhere. Deal with you. I'll deal with him. What's the other one? Really no attack. Oh, he's panicked, that's why. And there's another defender. Just stay in the fire. There's so many archers in pool. We're going to. Yeah, there must also be a caster somewhere. Shard. There's also a problem. Taking a bunch of damage again. I should really put stealth on him on the bar. And that. Yeah. A little tedious having to stand next to the fire. And there's a question mark here.
Called the Cutter, Wyvern Slayer, Lowland Bane. Begs of Hakkon, bring his body, bloody blessings, cold and pain!
He's also just reciting the same thing over and over again, so there's no time limit. Don't tick down while I do this. Well, I guess we're going to find out what happens. Just damage. Alright, good to know. But you can cheese this, apparently. Because basically you could have someone wait by the brazier, and then warm up, and then swap back. Question is, how much damage does it do? Guess we won't find out. Well, schematic. These must be all the elemental weapons from the area.
Sing the song of savage.
If they might be good.
Born in battle, bloody bladed.
I think that's the way to go, because this way is sort of blocked.
Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill.
By blocked, destroyed. That is not. There's not the path. That's warmth though. Magic barrier. All sort of secrets. Nope.
Meet the might of Mountain Father. Crush the creed of Korth the Klloo. Leave the lady lost and lonely.
Definitely destroy these before we pick any fights. Plus, it's kind of like free healing, since we have heal on hit. Big boy. So finish him off before he grabs armor. Perfect. And then 3 mages. We need to get back to the wall. 21, 23. So I'm guessing it does more damage every time it ticks. It'd be awful if you had to manage everyone. Oh, there's one in the middle. That's my bad. Make this easier.
Sing the song of savage Hakkon. Born in battle, bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated.
You have a staff, a bow. So there should be one more schematic, I think. Actually, or 2, if there's a 2-handed weapon and a single-handed weapon. Feels like we're getting to the end of this.
Meet the might of Mountain Father. Crush the creed of Korth the Klloo. Leave the lady.
Fellas. I have no idea why all our stuff is missing. That's kind of annoying. That hits. There we go. That. Not for much damage though. Luckily we didn't fall everyone.
We cannot harm Hakkon until the ritual is disrupted.
4 mages this time? Fantastic. At least they're weakish. he's channeling a revenant, it looks like. And lucky last. I assume the beacons or braziers are going to go out, periodically. That's what I'd do if I was designing a fight for here.
Sing the song of savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed. His breath to rack.
Alright, you gonna wake up now?
Face me and die, Inquisitor! Your predecessor could not stand against me. You shall fall as well.
Don't want me. Take a triple shot.
I am the cold light of winter.
Damn things dousing the fires!
Yeah, there we go. Ah, and they do still summon
Cold is
allies.
worse near the creature.
This is actually going to be a tough fight, it looks like. Especially because I have no idea what's going on. I think this is a good enough time just to rip. And to haste. And to rally. Abilities. Not doing that much damage though. Whereas he does a ton. Question is... Okay, never mind. Need to get B up.
Death to the lowlanders!
Hopefully she can tank. Is it because I'm getting too far away? So I thought it was if we stand close, that was a problem. But if we move too far away, it also seems like there's a problem. I'm gonna destroy these, because I feel like, yeah, okay. So getting too far away is just as bad as getting too close. The warmth is gonna get me. I have no idea how to reset the fire, so... He can't come to me, isn't he? I don't know why he's aggroing on me. So we go out of range. We also take a ton of less damage. Yeah, I really need stealth. Alright. So this is actually a tough fight. I mean, technically I can cheese it now. Well, I don't know if I can get everyone up. You get two people here. I have complaints about the prompts, saying the cold is worse when we're close, but then also it's worse when we're far away. We leave bounds. Anyway, that should be enough damage. I hope. Yeah. We might die just as we get this done. Interesting mechanic. We obviously cheesed it. But there's also insane amounts of damage that I didn't quite understand the rationale behind. Ah, you're alive.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor?
Well, the Inquisitor
How
was
fares Draken? Has he brought the chant to the whole world yet?
Inquisitor American, you disappeared in 120 Divine, around the time of the signing of the Navaran Accord.
You say it as though it was...
You just go, because it was.
How long?
Too long.
You were the last Inquisitor. There has not been another since you disappeared 800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
I'm afraid Draken was a little busy with the Darkspawn pouring down from the Anderfells.
I see. Tllana escaped the battle. Did she... Do the records say what became of her?
He'd want the truth. He's
She
the Inquisitor.
returned to the island. From what we can tell, she died trying to reach you through dreams.
I asked her not to.
She was a good hunter and the love of my life, but she never... I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics.
Inquisitor Ameridan, how could the leader of the Seekers be a mage?
Has history forgotten so much? I was not a Seeker myself, as most Inquisitors were. I used my magical gifts in the hunting of demons in Maleficarum. Do the Seekers no longer welcome the aid of mages?
No, that was forgotten. Among many other things.
Cassandra is a Seeker. And after the Seekers went rogue, she discovered the truth about them.
We learned they developed the Rite of Tranquility.
You mean sundering one from the Fade? The Seekers do it briefly when granting an initiate their abilities.
It has become a way to control mages deemed dangerous. They are left tranquil.
I'm glad we brought her.
Killing a man is ugly work. You learn not to look to it as your first recourse. Sundering them from the Fade is... easy. Bloodless. I told them spreading such a solution would lead to abuse. They swore that would never happen.
So far, he seems like a good guy.
I'm so sorry.
Cassandra will rebuild the Seekers into an organization to be proud of again. With the Inquisition's help.
Then you both have my thanks. I was a good hunter. I did not want to lead an organization, but Draken told me I was needed. As I suspect you were needed.
It hasn't been all bad.
I am glad to hear it. And sorry to burden you with my unfinished business. The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
You won't be fighting it alone this time.
No. You will.
Oh.
The passage of years can be delayed, but not ignored.
He's gonna fade away.
I will soon join Talana at Andraste's side. Take this. It holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as strong as he thought. Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
That seems like a great story. You do with a gory Dragon Age prequel. We're going straight into it. We're fighting it, yeah? And then we're all
We need to
basically
stop
dead.
the dragon. It still carries the spirit of Hakkon.
Please tell me it left. Okay, thank God. Alright, so there's still more to the area. Frost is done. That was a bunch of stuff I probably wanted to read. What? I'm very curious what you're meant to do to unfreeze these. I'm glad the one stayed lit. We could just huddle in that corner. And armor of the Dragon Hunter. Turn through this direction. Hoping we didn't miss anything. You probably explore the ruins a bit easier now. Passage-wise, we did that locked door. Doesn't look like you could get to this area, unless maybe you could. That kind of looks like a break in the door. As we did that side.
You don't think much of the Grey Wardens, so
I don't think we missed anything.
They are fools. The fact.
Kind of wanted to hear where he was going with that. Why he thinks so poorly of them. They get misused a lot? I think it's mainly because they're spread so thin in between each blight. I guess we'll discuss, because the loading times They save the world, and then they get corrupted by finding other uses. Because they have to pay the bills, surely, right? Between the blights and conscription. Then they get misused by a king, get kicked out of land, and then the cycle repeats. Which is why we recruited them instead of banning them, because that seemed like the correct thing to do. A nicer thing to do. Considering it's not bad eggs, they're just heavily militarized, right? They're good at following orders. Hey, Jody. They've won me back too with Veilguard. The combat in that looked really fun. Don't know how much I like the use of the tactical menu, but it does look cool. Ooh. Now we have to backtrack to all these as well. Recover the first Inquisitor's memories.
We have a plan. Perrin and Arena will lead the Avar elsewhere, so Tllana and I can deal with the dragon. My spirit companion believes we can seal the dragon away, even if we cannot kill it. It is less clear whether I can do so without sealing myself in as well. But I have little choice. This beast will wreak devastation across Orlais unless we stop it now.
He saved all of Orlais from the Avar, and no one ever knew.
He did not do it for recognition. He did it because it was necessary.
Why do you think that? Huh? Obviously I do know the story. Oh, the dragon's all the way back there. Recapture the memory. Suppose we should run around and grab them all. Should be able to fast travel to most of the points. And seems like he's giving us dialogue about the dragon. Should also probably try and find easy fights so we can build up the focus bar. The dragon does seem like it'll be a little bit of a worry. Basically a month left till Veilguard. Not gonna enjoy that though, the loading time. If I remember, Dragon Age was also not that well optimized in the beginning. Just realized it's nighttime now, which is cool. I wish they did that with more areas. Have them transition through a day-night cycle. 5 cunning, that's... Sorry, I know the dialogue, but that's kind of huge. 94%, Chris. Means we probably put more stuff in debt.
All is in place. I offer thanks to Gillenan, Halamother, and to Andraste, Maker Bride. As you were raised up from mortal men to stand with our creators, our makers, so raise me up now to defend this world.
Inquisitor Ameridan, who helped bring the Inquisition into the Chantry, built the shrine for the Maker and the Elven gods.
You had something similar in ancient Tevinter. People kept the holidays, but renamed them for the Maker. So instead of celebrating Andaralis at the start of summer, you have Summer Day, and it's about the Maker.
Ah, yes. Christmas. I don't know how we get to that one easily. It's up on the hill, I'd assume? Or is it underneath? Winter Cabin. No, that must be underneath. It's definitely... The Descent was really intriguing, the story, but obviously it was not fleshed out enough. This seems a lot better written. But I think the Descent has more of an impact going forward. I wonder if they'll continue with the Titan themes, since WoW kind of beat them to it. considering they took 9 years to follow up. Although obviously the premise is that there's multiple Titans in this game. And Lyrium's their blood, interestingly. Where's the memory? Wait, in the right cavern? Feels like I am, yeah. Little glowing orb, there we are. Let me run away.
So I must go to the end of Thedas itself for Draken. I am at least glad to have friends on my side. Tllana and Heron have been arguing about Heron using the Lyrium to fight demons. Some things never change. Arena has a new alchemical trick she wants to try, like pitch or tar, but stronger. A recipe straight from Orzammar. They argue, fuss, and mock each other mercilessly. And I would be lost without them.
Yes. What's that like?
The more things change.
A dwarf getting on someone's nerves. I can't imagine.
Yeah, be an interesting story. One all the way by the beginning. Talk to Harding, and then one on the island. The islands are slightly annoying to get to. As we go here, talk to Harding, and grab the one on the beach. And then probably run over to the boat. That way we can avoid another loading screen. And again, an area that is already loaded, technically. The game does as the game does. Oh, though this would probably be an opportune time to go get like a glass of water. And then as soon as I get up, it would load.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
No, just a little possessed.
Technically. He's actually possessed.
Or
Taking
kind of
revenge
not.
on the Hakkonites.
I was not expecting that answer.
Again, the big themes of this.
I need some time.
It's undoing
But
all
he's
the
as good as dead.
abominish rhetoric.
Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company.
God.
Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Not the ending I would have thought.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
Like, they could have, you know, ridden some contrast. We said, oh, he can stay. And Harding gets upset. Then we explain, you know, not all spirits are... Well, not all abominations are abominable. Definitely paints everything in a new light. I'm glad that it follows up on the whole Seeker line.
Sarah.
They're definitely leaving a lot of stuff open in the DLCs to be explored. Which is good, because obviously with the setting. And obviously the fact that, you know, it was meant to... Well, it is still following up on Trespass.
I dislike being so far from home. Alam Sharam needs me.
I mean, that's the point of the playthrough for me too.
Stronger. Some of my brothers would let those creatures destroy Olay. They think Draken know better than the Imperium. But if we do not stand with the humans against the Darkspawn, we might lose everything we have gained. I will fight this Avar Dragon for you, Draken. And then we shall drive back the Darkspawn together.
But he died here. And the elves ignored the second blight as it spread across Olay. So began the animosity that led to the destruction of the Dales.
That kind of sucks. I gave my life protecting the world from a dragon, and that got the majority of my people killed. A lot of what ifs. Yeah, and really cool. There's definitely a huge story that they could explore with prequels. So the last one was on the island. They definitely want for the stat points. Means we have to go to the boathouse. Not where I thought the dragon would be, in all honesty. I thought he'd be up here-ish. Although seeing all the ice, I can see that they've formed an arena out in the water.
Yeah.
Is there a camp-ish near? I'm going to go this one for another loading screen. But I do want to swap to Bull. Even though Solus probably has good input on the little history reviews. I'm also very curious to take a look at Keep, Dragon Age Keep, after this is done. To see how many choices are recorded. There's lots of pivot points in Inquisition.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they'll utilize for Veilguard. I wonder if we can actually take the boat, because the boathouse looks frozen over. Got to swap the companions. My bad. Yeah. Looking like you have to... Maybe. Maybe? No, we can get to the boat, never mind. I was going to say we have to beat the dragon and then go get this last memory. Right, we'll quick travel back and then change the ball. Oof. Well, I'm curious how this could be his memory. Where the partner died. I suppose this is probably where their camp was. Ooh, not that way. Nice, I have to go to the bridge. Curious if there's a quick way over.
What drew so many spirits to this place, I wonder?
Dreamwalker. In the house, behind the house, behind the house. Oh, in the house.
Talana, my love. I should not have asked you to come with me. Though I know you would not have stayed behind. You are a dreamer. And this dragon the Avar have tamed carries a demon inside it. I can see how its presence hurts you. You should be at Halam Shiral reminding our people of our alliance with Draco.
Ah, so they're both owls. There we go.
Not here, risking death with me. Still, in the old tongue, your name Talanadas means nothing is inevitable. I will remember your name and hope.
Emeridon was correct. The presence of such a powerful spirit would have caused a dreamer like Talana immeasurable pain.
You gonna react to the dragon? Alright. Dragon time. And then I think that's everything in the area. And apparently you can't quick travel from here. I guess we will try it with Solus and Dorian instead of taking Bull. So that is a curiosity, right? Because he hates demons, but he loves fighting dragons. The demonic dragon. Would be fun, or a nightmare for Iron Ball. Ooh. It's good, we're making good time. We can definitely do the companion quests. I'm actually curious who we haven't done. Pretty sure it's just the three. Varric, Liliana, and Blackwall. Alright. How am I meant to get through the ice? Ooh. Doesn't. Nope. It also feels like I wasn't quite meant to go to the dock after. That sort of connects. There'd have to be a reason why they froze over the boathouse. Is a round head one as well. It's not that offensive, and I missed my chance to save. Well, maybe. We should be able to exit the area. Yeah, thank God. Nope. There we go. Alright, well, no focus ability. But at least there's a giant-ass area. As long as it doesn't summon ads, it should be fine.
Lowlanders, I am the breath of winter, the cold wind of war. Join me in battle and die!
Gonna hop down. Nope. Yes. Alright, drink the potion. Ah. Yeah, we do way too much free damage.
Well, a worthy battle.
Why are you flying away? Taking phase? I should probably avoid using this. It just makes our damage absolutely insane. Actually, I should have used it on the Revenant. It's gonna summon stuff, isn't it? Like a summoning roll. Yep. Dragonlings? Demons? Demon Dragonlings? Demon dinosaurs. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know. Ah, no. I'm guessing we did so much damage that it's just doing its phases back to back. Come on, land. I'm a bit surprised though that the Revenant was so much more tanky. Can I even get up? It looks like you can sort of get up this slope. I'm guessing it's going to stun us again. No. I was worried for nothing.
I've never gotten to see you take down a dragon in person. I must say, it's fun to see it up close.
Is this the answer to the question? How she gains magic?
With any luck, this puts an end to Hakkon permanently.
You gonna touch
Or
it?
as
No?
permanently as it
Never
gets
mind.
for an Avar god. Inquisitor Meriden would have been proud that you finished what he started. It's strange. History forgot so much of who he was.
Must be in Trespasser.
They never knew he died saving everyone. Do you ever
Which
feel
will
that
be
way?
blind. I've never played Trespasser.
You weren't in the fortress. How do you hear about Meriden?
I'm a scout, remember?
Oh, you're the
Who
demon.
do you think writes the
Never
messages
mind.
Liliana reads?
Is it? This feels a bit off. I guess. No.
It's not about what we feel. It's about doing what needs to be done.
I suppose you're right. For what it's worth. Nice work, Trevelyan. Anyway, I'll be at camp if there's
Well, this
anything
might
here
be
you want to
the
finish
romantic
up.
conclusion.
Otherwise, see you at Skyhold.
Well, does she have stuff in... No, I think I remember her having stuff in Trespasser. You flirt with her all throughout the game. Where's my loot? Oh, yeah. All that for 14 and 22. Hardly any. All tonics. The cooldown amulet's actually kind of nice. That's actually something that we always struggle with. And I guess this little frost plateau stays. Alright, well, I think we're done. Nope. Return and talk to her. But that definitely feels like the last thing in the area. I might farm up, because I know there's good crafting materials in this section. And if we were struggling, well, not struggling with the DLC, we haven't actually hit any game over screens. It's definitely tougher than what I thought. It might be worth farming up the crafting materials and making a whole bunch of gear before Trespasser. I feel like we're just going to shred Corypheus at this point, though. I don't think the main content is going to be that challenging. Just stay nighttime?
Inquisitor, you have done more for us than most who are of Stonebear Hold. It is not right that a guest do so much. The Hold has spoken, and you are no guest. You are kin. More than that, your deeds have earned a legend mark worthy of one who broke the jaws of Hakkon. From today, you are known to us as Inquisitor First Thor.
What? I mean... I'm sorry, that's... But... First Thor?
As in the first of
Yes.
Thor.
When the ice breaks and new spring comes to give life to the world, it is a very good name.
Okay, I guess so.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
Oh, there's another quest. From the bear?
I hear you judge wrongs among your people, Inquisitor. If you are willing, I ask you to judge Storvaker.
Oh, the bear. That ran away?
I'm sorry?
As a warrior of our hold, Storvaker should have died rather than submit to the vile ritual the jaws of Hakkon had prepared. It is unclear whether the Augur or I should judge such a thing. You are here. I would be grateful.
I suppose I could render judgment. If it helps the hold.
Ah, Storvaker, will you speak to the hold for your deeds?
I mean, you have a bear that can wander off very, very far and then come back home. I feel like I do kind of want to recruit her, actually. Go back on her treats. Punishment enough. We'll take that bit.
As honorary member of the Hold, I believe a Hold beast can travel with my people and still keep her oaths.
Alright, we're bad.
Storvacker, as Inquisitor First Thor, your punishment will be to serve my Inquisition.
Lady, the Master of the Hunt will make mockery of me for this.
You know, gave us the opportunity. You want to lose your bear?
Inquisitor First Thor.
You're gonna let us. Alright. Bear recruited, I guess. That's broken. And yep, no more quests. So we have In Judgments, Hard Rot. We should be the companion quests. I know we definitely can do Black Walls, since we can't actually put him in any of our comps. So I think we have to go find the note he left, if memory serves. Yeah, Cassandra's done. No, we haven't done Cole's either. I guess we run around, grab the companion quests at this point.
Make sure it's cleared after. Don't need squires.
Wonder if they have anything.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
It's usually after all the main areas.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
They go explore.
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still in... We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
Anything else? No. Guess we have to do that one.
We'll talk later.
There is a quest near too. I assume this will be Cole's then.
There were wardens in Kirkwall.
No, it's down low. Anything? Cutscene. Yeah, okay.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
And that'll be just an amulet power, I'd assume. The question is, what is the quest in the middle of the room here?
From him,
the bar?
there is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Okay. Either way, we came here for Blackwall. We should probably do Blackwall. Oh, and we also have to talk to Varro.
You have to admit, it looks bad.
Could sell stuff as well. Ugh. Horrible bonuses. I just sold an amulet of power. Keep forgetting to use them. Definitely want the stat points. Alright, and we might be able to find another Inquisition level. You.
It looks like a lot of things.
Close.
Except what you're thinking.
It's obvious Alan Hurel was...
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Valrio, if I remember correctly, yes. We also find the notes for us.
I should look around.
Already did. Alright, so that's Blackwall's quest. Varric and Liliana. Ooh. Oh no, we've already collected all of Varric's books. That's not necessary. I think we can also talk to Morrigan. Get the mission to find the hero of Ferelden. Oh, I guess we're doing something
you
here.
Are. I've been looking all over for you. I've just
Oh,
received
right,
the most
she's
terrible news.
engaged.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
I sense this is complicated. Tell me more.
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Let me know what I can do, Josephine.
No. Thank you so much, but no.
Obviously, we're gonna meddle.
Until I
We
know
always
more,
meddle.
I cannot risk a reputation. Why did this have to happen to us now, of all times? I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all. Inquisitor,
There we go.
I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otr...
Is there anything...
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be...
Guess there's multiple options. Nothing else? Nothing else. Alright, I assume... some sort of cutscene with Varric?
So, the line of King Callahan the Great has finally ended.
Who left Hawk in the
I didn't
fade.
know Alistair that well, but he was a friend of a friend. One of the wardens who ended the Fifth Blight. A big hero to a lot of people. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last.
I hope he's not actually dead.
Stories no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to
I feel like
let
it was a
Merrill
fitting
know.
end. The
I'd better write
Hawk
some
story.
letters. Excuse me.
I do regret our choice. Hawk should have stayed. Anything else to add?
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Guess not. We reload the area, I assume. I have more to say.
So you have saved the Grey Wardens from their own destructive foolishness. 'Tis for the best. For all their eagerness to shed blood for their cause, we will still need them should another blight arise. 'Tis fortunate my warden was not there, or he would surely have been in the middle of it.
Your warden?
You might know him as the Hero of Ferelden. A lofty title, though he wears it well.
I didn't see you as the type to settle down, Morrigan.
Tis not so domestic as you picture, but even so, it has far outstripped my expectations. My love is on a quest to combat the calling, the actual calling that signals the end of a warden's life. If he is successful, it will mean a long life for him, perhaps for them all. Once Corypheus has been defeated, I fully intend to join my love once more. Kieran misses him greatly.
Is there any way the hero of Ferelden could help us against Corypheus?
'Tis
Nope.
unlikely.
They didn't want
Corypheus uses the blight,
voiced
but
lines.
he is not controlled by it like a true Darkspawn. Still, my love has ever been
It's an
resourceful.
upset community.
I can give the Inquisition a means to send him a message. He will think
I still
this
feel
means
like the
I
majority
miss
of the
him,
community
of
would have
course.
liked
He will
their
be
wardens to,
insufferably
you know, be
pleased with
brought to
himself.
life.
I hope you appreciate this sacrifice, Inquisitor.
Yeah. We had a bunch of war table missions. We can still go up from here. Also,
I
anything
cannot
out?
believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan.
That'd be a
To
yes.
seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that would have let Corypheus ride roughshod over most of Orlais.
Even if they hadn't, the entire idea is wrong. The Blight is not something one smugly outsmarts. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving. How can I help?
Only upset because it's his fault. We'll get to eventually.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
You? I rather doubt that. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Alistair is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and
Also
his
makes us pretty
contemporaries
lucky,
entered the
right?
Fade and began the Blights.
We didn't come
In
out as
comparison.
deformed monsters.
So, I should be happy I accomplished something so grand.
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Always double check in case they have anything else to say.
You know where I'll be.
The Grey Warden, Alistair. They tell me he died in the
Right.
Fade.
That makes me feel worse.
He saved us.
I don't know if she actually says
Throwing
it, yeah.
himself at the demon to buy time.
A hero's death. That is Something. Pray, Inquisitor. When all this is done, you do not regret the choices you made. You may find some things are harder to bear than others.
Secret Mother?
I
Is that
heard
the
of
case?
your verdict. Research. There have been a few scuffles with your
I think
Templars.
that's
Another
the thing
time,
you find out in his little side story.
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You know as well as I how far the Inquisition's
this will
influence
be
has spread,
Irvine,
and how desperate the
divine.
Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be
You want to
instrumental
let her
in the
down
election
easy.
of the new Divine.
I thought that might be coming after the Grand Ball.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
Leliana might be a better choice than Cassandra, don't you think?
Leliana is a well-meaning fool. She will do irreparable harm to countless people in the name of freedom. She proposes to abolish the circles with nothing but a solemn promise from mages not to murder children. When an angry mage lashes out inside a tower,
I mean, that's
villages
basically
aren't
how we
destroyed.
govern normal people.
The circle protects us all. Mages will die and take ordinary men with them in a war that cannot be won. Consider carefully, Inquisitor. Everything we do is a sign from the Maker to those who seek one.
Anything else to add?
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence?
Probably the second.
I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the
Except for
Fade
the
since the Magisters assaulted the Golden
3,
City.
2.
Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
How many of us went through? I guess we should have brought her.
My dear, did you need me for something?
A lot of replayability. Alright, they're done. We still have to talk to Liliana. Here's the staircase. There we go. This probably won't be about the scout.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Wait. You don't know what she meant either.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her. A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Perfect. It's her quest. Anything else to add?
I expected the hero Ferelden to be at Adamant, but he was not with the other wardens. He studied the Blight after killing the Archdemon, and may know something that could help us. If you like, I can have agents look for him.
That sounds
Do we
like
get-
a wise choice.
I thought there was only one
In the war room.
operation to contact.
Now, was there anything else?
I'm guessing we're not actually going to get an operation from that.
Back to work.
Alright. On, and then we can go do their quests.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
What better way to demoralize the people of Thedas than to corrupt their heroes? If Corypheus appears with Templars and Wardens at his side, why shouldn't they follow too?
Because now is not the time to lose hope. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
Alright. So we have Lianas and Blackwalls. We'll do Blackwalls. Oh. Interesting. Why? I need to look that up, but the tarot card when you save Alistair and let Hawk die, I feel is better than that, because that just looks awfully sad, despite saving the, his actual friend. I also want to look up how do we trigger his quest. I just talked to him after he heals the abyss. So we should be able to go to it after.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Who's this man to Blackwall? A brother? A friend?
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
You're looking at him.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
one of those names where if you... Like, with the H look, it looks very adult-like. But then T-O-M, such a children's name. I don't think we can go to the prison. Can we go to the prison? We can't go to the prison.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One who'll make you stand up for us.
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier. The old gods will call to you. From their ancient prisons they will sing. Dragons with wicked eyes and wicked...
If I remember, there's a few different ways to break him out. Yeah. Aside from Varric and, well, continuing calls after finding his amulet, that should be all the companion stuff. Definitely do Blackwalls and Liliana's today. Anything to rob while we're here? Oh, not quite. Oh, yes. Amulet power for Blackwall.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You think your death will make up for what you did?
Isn't it a start? Why are you here?
I needed you to know you aren't alone in this.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Klloo, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man.
Money? Heck something?
This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Yes.
I need to know the details of what you did.
Yeah.
Who you killed.
Mainly the why.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold.
Okay.
The man was General Vincent Klloo.
That's good.
My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
My reports say that Klloo was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Klloo would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country.
No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
Anything else to actually ask? No. I'll do.
That's all for now.
He's guilty, he did it for gold. The main gist.
I
Oh,
have
he's already
Liliana's
here.
report on Tom Rainier.
Not a good man, I guess.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier.
And how did
Even
she?
Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
I mean, technically speaking, he helped save the Empress, right? So that makes up. Well, aside from obviously the people who died and took the blame, we saved one of them from getting hanged. Alright, off to Liliana's now. And a whole bunch of war table missions at Skyhold. If we've done everything correctly, we can stop Liliana becoming a murderous dictator. So I also have to remember how. Loading times are a little bit better. It must be, because it's loading the whole map.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
So where's this hidden treasure?
Straight to business. It's why I like you, Inquisitor.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith and sprung from a barren branch. That light has bloomed. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here.
Alright, it's... They shouldn't have really given you the...
That one's quite literal.
What's it called for this?
But Justinia
Buzzing.
always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust. Do they still
Not
sing
the
verses
button
from
right there? I
benediction
guess not.
every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
We'll do this properly. Always remember that faith sprung from a barrel, from a barren branch, so something with a tree. Light has no fear of the darkness.
Of course.
Assume we're looking
Never
for paintings.
interrupt the traditions of our most beloved people.
Light has no fear of darkness.
It is
Another
beautiful.
painting. Not that one though.
Splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie.
Oh, there we
Mark
go.
her position and
Yes,
the
because the
sunburst
light.
throne.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
We found it. That's good enough.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Liliana, stop. What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Alright, so if she
Release
kills
her,
her
Liliana.
anyway, then we
She's no
screwed something
threat.
up.
The Grand Cleric.
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming.
Good. Slightly more kind-hearted.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The Divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Stop torturing yourself, I think is the correct.
Then you have to let it go.
Yeah, to continue
Let her
softening her.
go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing.
I think we've done good. I think she's back to our origin,
Thank you
Liliana.
for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Cool. I'm guessing it's not going to let me quick travel. No, it will. Perfect. You should also be able to talk to Varric now. Good time. Enough time should have passed. Also, trial rewards. Yeah, there we go.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise.
Don't
You're
know
the
a lot of people
Inquisitor,
find it
right?
disappointing.
Bianca Davry, at your service.
But I feel like it just merits the whole, you know, not all myths are legends. Just because she's this genius inventor doesn't mean she's, you know, an actual paragon. Just like most of the paragons that we've come across. Except for Cadian from Origins, who literally turned himself into a golem.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Perfect. And then we have Varric's quest. And go up, see Liliana, do the war table operations, then sit in judgment, I think. And that should finish off Black Walls too. Through the door, no.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Both of those kind of dickish. Well, I mean, even did this monologue help? None of these are great answers.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
You don't always have to resort
Do you
to killing.
resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now
See,
hold.
it's,
And now I will know how to use
yeah,
that power wisely.
best out
I
of
have
3.
to stay true to
And they're
who
all
I really
not
am
right.
before a spymaster, left hand, or bard.
It's weird sometimes.
I almost
Sometimes they
lost
have
myself.
proper good, 4 choices or 3 choices that are different. And then basically it's saying the same thing in 3 different ways that all kind of make you sound like a dick. Anyway, that's out of the way. The war table. You can also decide how to deal with Josephine's fiancé. You actually have quite the number of war table operations, I'd assume. Once it loads, of course. See, like, this doesn't make sense either. Why there's such a long loading time for the war table. It has to be a memory leak or something. Like, there's something stupid it's trying to load every time. Or maybe it's trying to preload all the different maps. Oof. One day soon.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds. For the present.
For the final
They'll
quest.
send aid on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of
Or I
pet
think it's the one where
demons.
Morrigan comes in.
With Orlay's support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
That's what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
We strike Corypheus now, while his people are reeling. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
The Alluvium. Right? Must be loading the cutscene. Which means it has to be the visual settings that's causing the sluggishness. Oh.
This
Okay.
is an Illuvian.
Thing about going in
An
at once.
elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You can restore an artifact like this.
There was a price, but one I gladly paid. I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Don't load again. Just cut to the next scene. Of course. This one has a proper loading screen. And then a not so proper loading screen.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh. Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Can we explore for a bit? No. Fine. What's time? You know what, I think we'll go do Varric's quest, and then we'll probably leave it there today. Then we can do the rest of the companion stuff, and then the last story bit. Second last story bit. Much bigger than Meryl's. Yeah, what pride is wrought. Alright, we'll go Hinterlands. Nope, that's not Hinterlands. And we'll go do Valamor. Alright, Andra, Solis. So we'll take Varric. Just a weird thing to say because we have to take Varric. Mentioned more will take Solus over Dorian. Have to make it through 2 loading screens, unfortunately. Here's the first.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
Nope, I do not. Ah. Go the sensible way around. It's been a while since we've had to fight Red Templars. We crumble in comparison to the Avar. Oh, we can probably turn the trial back on then. I guess I may just attack the sheep. Or it could be a shadow, but no one's taking serious damage. It must just be a sheep that they aggroed. In we go. Now, this definitely shouldn't be that big. Tiny little dungeon. Even when coming back with Varric. Oh. Why is he all like purpley?
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. No. Are they both purple? Weird. Open the locked door. Does a new area open up compared to last time? It must. We did clear this way back when we did the hinterlands. Gonna run away. Don't even let me do my full combo. I want us to go up. Also, where? There you are. And bye-bye. Yeah, see, now even these guys, as elites, aren't that tanky. Alright, well, the combat's up, so we'll go up. Knock, knock. I assume that's Varric's mind's going off. He's going crazy. Question is there anything new to the area? Throws out tons of lines.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Well, we took care of the dark spawn in here though last time we were. I wonder if the little cave in has opened up again or something. No, there is another Sherlock Alpha over there.
We're under attack. Get up, you lazy son.
Note to self. Stealth should be the first button to push. Still doing fine. Going slowly. The idea is we stealth drop aggro. I'd like to get off the rest of the combos. Guess not. We have our ability up, there's an actual tougher fight. Kind of confused as to where it wants us to go. I thought it was open the locked door, which we did. It's not through the vaults. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Has to be a new path. Means it's underneath, which means probably by the bridge. We should go deal with the Herlock guy, maybe? Where is it?
You had me worried,
door.
you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Well, he wasn't that tough. I'd assume there's still going to be some sort of big fight.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making.
What you mean you built them?
Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
I've made a few trips down the deep roads in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
I guess it's a good thing you came along then.
I get that a lot. After you.
Find the key for the second door. And one of you has it. Ah. And just die that time. Didn't really do much damage to him. They're all elites? Now all elites. Fantastic. Little worth use the focus ability, yeah. I do want to deal with the other archer.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
We not find the key? No, I guess we did, weirdly. I was actually looking through the loots and I didn't see any. let's use the ability. It's going to be the toughest fight. Spellcasters are definitely the toughest fight. I'm surprised the runes haven't just shredded Cassandra. I should probably put the cooldown amulet on. I don't know what I currently have equipped, but I feel like 20% cooldown is probably better than how much we want to just spam our abilities. Let's see, what do we have on? Oop, not yet. Our necklace is cunning, so it's an extra 5% crit, which I feel like we can do without.
Oh, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartran's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Was that the key? Something special. Oh, no. That's literally the key.
There you are. They won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
That's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
I feel like it's the end of the quest.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form
That
something
lyrium's
super
alive,
awful?
which we know because we found out
Lyrium
it's
is
blood.
alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius?
I think that's most people's
He was
issue
the
with this
Grey
story.
Warden we
It's
met
less
in
about their
Corypheus'
relationship of being Bianca.
Shit.
His great love.
I knew something seemed
And
off.
more about
I didn't
exposition
realize
on
until you
lyrium
said you found red lyrium
and connecting the
I came here and...
DLC from
well,
Dragon Age 2 to
then
this.
I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus.
I mean, this
and
is
he
super
definitely
impactful.
wasn't a mage before.
Figure out how Corypheus' ability works.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Kind of is.
You'll have to answer for all the damage you've done.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
Except for
This
the
isn't one of your
huge amount
machines.
that's already out in
You
supply.
can't just replace a part and make everything
And that
right.
they can grow now.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
The red lyrium is out. Closing this entrance won't undo that.
We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Well, we know that can't happen. Since he's the favored companion. Another cutscene loading, or is it putting us out inside the entrance? Either way, it's saying it's so I'm doing it. Goes to the entrance-ish area. No, just outside the door. And you can't fast travel, so we have to hit another loading screen. We can chat up Varric. Right? Not crazy, you can't fast travel from caves. No. I suppose leaving this area to clear, rather than doing it straight away when you get the key, would kind of help out. I feel like they could have made Varric's quest a lot earlier, instead of having it be after he lies the abyss. Like, it feels like it should be one of the first you do, then you learn a bit more about Red Illyrium. I hate R's and L's. And then from there you go to the Emerald Graves. Was it? No. Empress Dooley? No. Whichever area was where we learnt that, you know, they grow it. And then you go to the Descent and you learn that it's the blood of a Titan. That's the story beats that should probably be the order. Alright. We'll go to Skyhold, we'll chat, and then I think we'll leave it there. I'll do all the war table missions and everything. Set up, and then we can just steamroll the rest of the companion stuff. And then do what Pride has wrought. Unless Varric wants to talk right outside the entrance. I doubt. Maybe it's the trials. Maybe it has to load the area, load the enemies, then promote them. I feel like enemies spawn as you go. There we go. So of his ability buff. It's kind of weird.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You realize that nothing has actually been stopping you from doing that.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
His arms. Metaphorically.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
Another card game, I'd assume?
We couldn't have that, could we?
Look who showed up, everybody. Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Of course. Deal me in, Josephine.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't think we actually get to see our card.
I'm glad you're joining us.
Ante up, Inquisitor.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall.
Feels like
as
Sarah should
70
be in.
mages
I understand
and 30
Solus and
Templars
Vivian.
all turned to stare at once.
Sarah would fit in.
Then a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
Was it my fault? Are they not here because I don't have enough friendship with them?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Curious about that.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
There's empty seats.
I've got one for you. Firstly, my aunt is known across the Free Marches for her love of Antivan opera. So, of course, when a performance of The Murder of Queen Madrigal opened, she made us all attend. My aunt refused to speak to me for 3 months.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
You won the whole pot. I knew you could do it, my love.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that?
Oh, Sarah
No
was
win.
here. Yeah, no, Solus or Vivian. Maybe Blackwall would have been there if I'd gotten him out. Oops. But I think that's a good stopping point, right? Nice little companion moment.
What can I do for you, Your Inquisitorialness?
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
Let's just ask. Yeah.
Alright, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
Although in the DLC for Dragon Age 2, kill the guy who at least helped make it. Anyway, I think that'll do for today. We'll leave it there. And yeah, hopefully we can finish the... I'll probably still be 2 sessions away from finishing the main story. But I feel like what Pride had Raw, it's kind of long. Then we have a decent amount of dialogue and stuff to do after it as well. We'll probably couple in with the ending. And then, of course, we have the Trespasser DLC. So, by October-ish. And then we still have, a month till Veilguard comes out, unfortunately. The timing doesn't quite work out, but close enough. Anyway, anyone hanging around or watching posts, thanks as always. Otherwise, see you next time. Yeah.